Today inside of Roblox Welcome to Farmtown, I want to show you how you can get rich and buy things like this here tank inside of the game. I made a video just like this a few years ago, so if you want to check that one out, you can. However, that was a little bit outdated, and I'm going to show you the strategy that I use now in 2025, and you can use as well to be able to get rich inside of this game. Now, when it comes to using different crops inside of Welcome to Farmtown, there are a lot of them that you can choose from corn to wheat to root crops, but really and truly, if you ask me, there's only really two types of crops that really withstand the test of time. That is, they make you a lot of money. And those two crops are pumpkins and beets. Now, many people prefer to use beets a lot of times in the winter because they're much easier to harvest and you can plant a lot of them. But as you can see right here, I am much more of a pumpkin kind of person. So here's a nice little sky view of my farm right here. It holds a whopping 832 crops in it. It has enough to fit 4 irrigators on it. It is a 32 by 26 plot farm or garden. As you can see, I like to plant a lot of pumpkins. The next thing I do is I take my tractor here, I fill it with some pumpkin seeds, I make sure that I have all my 832 seeds in them, and then you'll never guess it, we're gonna go plant some pumpkin seeds. Now, by the powers of my magical editing skills, it's time to go ahead and see these pumpkins grow in 3, 2, 1, and boom! Just like that, all of our pumpkins are almost officially ready. Now, sadly, what we have to do inside of the game right now to harvest pumpkins is we have to go along with our scythe. Boy, I am lagging. And we have to chop all these pumpkins off just like this because there is no tool in the game, that at least that I am aware of, that is able to harvest pumpkins better than this. Generally, what I like to do is I like to follow the path I use with my tractor, which is going all the way around this back area like this right here, and harvesting the pumpkins in a row of 2. Sometimes I'll press shift to be able to do this. Sometimes I'll just leave it if I'm lagging pretty bad like this. Now, something that you may notice as you are harvesting your pumpkins is that as you go along, they're going to start dropping behind you because your inventory space is going to be full. I made a bad move here. I didn't empty out my inventory before I was doing this pumpkin grind. Oh well. This is where my friend the backpack is going to come into play in just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and equip that on me, but we're just going to go ahead and harvest all the pumpkins right now so they don't lose quality. But just know if your pumpkins are dropping behind you because your inventory's full, you're not doing anything wrong. That's totally normal. Hey there, friend. I hope you're finding this video extremely helpful so far, but I just want to tell you today, if nobody has told you yet, you are seen, you are known, and you are loved by both me and by Jesus Christ. It's the truth, and I hope that encourages you today. But if you are enjoying this video, please make sure to be able and give it a like, and even consider subscribing to Super Short Central if you enjoy Welcome to Farmtown content. We have more of it coming your way. But now I'm going to continue to show you how you can get rich inside of Roblox Welcome to Farmtown with just grinding pumpkins. Alright, I've currently harvested all the pumpkins which are in my patch right now, and now we're going to go ahead and empty out my inventory, and we're going to collect all of these pumpkins that you can see right here. Now, as you're going along and collecting all of your pumpkins just like this right here, you're going to come to a point where it says this on your screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up my backpack right here, and I'm going to drop all of these pumpkins into here. It's not going to have all of them, it's not going to fit all of them in here, but it's going to be close. And by doing this right here, this is going to free us up even more space to be able to go back and collect more pumpkins. When your inventory is finally filled up and you cannot hold any more of those precious pumpkins, it's time to go ahead and load them onto our crate plopper right here. Actually, this is the crate plopper. Personally, I choose to sell mine on my helipad right here, but if you want to use a crate plopper to be able to sell your pumpkins, that's totally fine too. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up all of my pumpkins onto the helipad, and once I don't have any more in my inventory, I'm going to go and collect more from out my field. And then I'm going to repeat this process of packing them up and putting them onto the helipad just like this. Alright, I've just filled up my first delivery of pumpkins right here. There's 20 crates here on my helipad. Let's see how much it sells for. So it looks like we are going to be making a profit of $8,332 from selling all of these pumpkins. My, that is amazing. If you're using a helipad, you can also go ahead and start loading up other pumpkins onto here while you're waiting. It's not going to affect anything. And just like that, friends, we have officially sold every last one of our pumpkins, and we ended up having a grand total of $47,142, or the equivalent of $13,722 made from this grind alone. We did all this in about the span of probably 3 to 4 days here on Welcome to Farmtown, and when I mean days, I'm talking about the in-game days, not real life. Well, now that I've showed you how to get rich inside of Welcome to Farmtown, you may get bored because of how much money you're making. Watch one of these videos I've hand selected for you to find out what you can do besides farming crops inside of Welcome to Farmtown.